Hey ladies and gents, it's Twanya Jean here. I'm about to get this pork roast all washed off and clean, and then we're going to get it seasoned up, seared, and we're going to throw it in the crock pot. So let's get started. So now we're going to go ahead and make a rub for our pork. It's all washed off. This is what it's looking like. Washed it off and pat it dry. So now let's go ahead and make a rub. So first things first, we're going to use as seasoning, we're going to use bay leaves. We're going to use some ground turmeric, paprika, some garlic powder, seasonal, kicking chicken, and some savory herb and garlic. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our rub made up. So first thing you want to do, just open up one of these. You get 2 in a pack in this box. So just go ahead and take this one, open it up, pour it in a bowl. And this is what it looks like. I'm just going to sit that there so it's not in my way. So this is what the powder, that garlic and herb powder looks like. So then just go ahead and add some seasonal, add some garlic. And you can be generous with this stuff, you guys, because this is a pretty big roast. I didn't even check the pounds on it, but it's a pretty big roast. So there's nothing wrong with being a little generous. Add your ground turmeric. Alright. And add your kicking chicken. Because we want a lot of flavor up in here. Alright, let me get a spoon. Let me get a spoon, and we're just going to mix that around. Just like that. Because all these different seasonings and spices is going to give this roast a lot of flavor. So what you want to do next is, I have a pan here with some oil. Put that right on the stove because we do need to sear it. But we're going to go ahead and add this rub onto our pork. Alright, so let's get in a little. Alright, so what we're going to do is take a knife and just like drive it through the pork. Drive it right through your pork. And the reason why I do this is so you have some stability when you're putting it in the pan. Because you don't want to get burned. So I leave the knife right in there. So we have the pork right in the pan. This knife is going to help me turn it and rotate it and things like that. And don't get rid of the seasoning that's on the foil, because all we're going to do is dump this right in the crock pot once we get this all seared up. I'll bring you closer to let you guys see. Let me wash my hands off a little bit. Alright, and I still have a little bit in this bowl too. All of this seasoned stuff can go right in the crock pot. So I'm just, and that's why I like to line this pan here with foil, because then you can just bend it up and dump your extra seasonings right inside of the crock pot, just like this. Just beat it right off. Put all that seasoning right back in the bowl, because you're going to want all that seasoning. So, yep. So, we got that off. I guess I can move this stuff over. My pan in my sink. But this is the trash. So, yep, let me bring you guys close so you can look at it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it rotated. See that? Stirring up nicely. Like I said, it's good to have this knife. It helps you control it. So we're going to try to get this thing a good sear on all sides. But leave that knife right there. That's a tip, you guys, to help you get this meat rotated. And this meat is searing up so nicely. I wish, there was a way you had, like, smell-o-vision. Because let me tell you, the aroma of this pork butt, oh my God. This pork roast smells divine. With the blend of the different spices and seasonings, especially like the savory herb and garlic. When I tell you, this thing is smelling divine. So I cannot wait till it cooks up and we get to devour this roast. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's looking good already. And it's, basically raw. It's just, I'm just searing the outside. But, oh, it looks delicious. But you guys, I'm telling you now, try to sear your meat, especially like big chunks of meat. Try to sear that meat before you put it in your crock pot. So that's seared up nicely. Look at that. Seared up nicely. Nice sear. So let's go ahead and transport it to our crock pot. So put it right in your crock pot. Normally you would want to do the fat side. You want the fat side up. But I put it in there fat side down. And this is what it's looking like in our crock pot. It has a nice sear. Just so you can see that sear on it. And now let's just go ahead and turn the crock pot on. I'm actually going to put it on high and let it cook for like 6 hours. And before I forget, let's go ahead, our extra seasoning we had, let's go ahead and add that right in there. Lock in all that flavor. Put that right in there. And let's add a little bit of water. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of water right in there. I would say it's probably like a half a cup of water. But I'm telling you guys, look at the big difference when you sear your meat and then put it in the crock pot. It looks delicious. So sear your meat, you guys. Sear your meat. This pork has been cooking for quite some time. Oh my God. Look, this meat is falling right off. It fell right off the bone. Here's the bone right here. Look, there's the bone. Woo! It is done. I just need to pull it apart, pour some of the liquid out. But, yep, that's what our pork roast is looking like. Look at that. I'm telling you, it is falling right off the bone. So flavorful. So I went ahead and shredded up the pork. It was so easy to shred. That's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna it's already flavorful, so you don't really need to add barbecue sauce. But if people want to add barbecue sauce to their pork sandwiches, that's fine and dandy. But the pork is done. And it's tasty. I also made a salad to go with our pork. I put some cheese, spinach, the little salad bag, and some fresh mushrooms. So, yep, this is going with the... So, this is what the pulled pork and the salad is looking like. I did not want mine on bread because I'm trying to do like the low carb thing. So, yep, this is my pork. I'm not going to put barbecue sauce either. I'm going to eat it as is. It's flavorful. It has juice in it. So, yep, this is what I am eating for dinner. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.